Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at people reveal cringy people that like them. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. Was walking with an ex through a park, bent down on one knee to tie my shoelace and heard her gasp and say, "Yes!" I looked up confused. Then both of us looked at each other horrified when we realized what just happened. That is so awkward. Oh man, that means she was waiting for him to pop the question. But he was just like, "I'm just tying my shoes, girl." When I was in high school, I was in Spanish class with a girl who had a crush on me. I loved this class because I had it with a few friends and the teacher was cool and I made a lot of jokes. I was unpopular until my junior year, so this was all new to me. So one day I went to class and was joking around and Spanishing it all up, like I typically did. Then this girl who I had talked to but wasn't really friends with had a note passed to me. She sat across the room, so like a dozen people were involved in passing this note to me. I opened the folded paper and read, "Are you going to see the new movie?" I had seen the old ones but wasn't really interested in them that much. I've rewatched them since then and loved them. But at this point I didn't like the movie, so I said no and gave her a look like she was stupid for even asking me such a ridiculous question. Everyone looked at her and apparently knew what was going on. She kinda slumped down in her chair and said, "Never mind." It wasn't until after college that I figured out that she was trying to ask me out on a date and I rejected her in front of the entire class. I feel horrible now. I totally would have gone with her. She was pretty cool. Ladies, you have to spoon feed us when you're interested. What? How is that? Not being interested, you know? Oh, I kind of get it because she just asked if he was going to see the movie. She didn't ask if he wanted to go see the movie with her. That's sad. just a little bit more, you know? Aww. But I still can't believe he didn't get that hint though. It must have been so hard for her to ask him out and gather that courage, and he said no in front of the entire class. Like, obviously, if you're passing a note, you should be quiet about it. Why didn't he pass the note back? You know, he should have just wrote it on the paper and passed it back. I feel so bad for the girl. Close friend tells me she has had very strong feelings for me for the past 3 years. She tells me this a couple of days before we graduate college. I didn't feel the same way about her. According to a mutual friend, her original plan was to romantically profess her love on the day of our graduation in front of all of our family and friends. Oh. Luckily, she did it before, so she didn't get embarrassed when he rejected her, right? Oh man, I feel bad. High school, 14 years old, had a huge crush on this girl who was in a few of my classes. One day, I was leaving science class and someone behind me says my name. I turn around to see my crush and her friend. Her friend had spoken to me. She continues, "Hey, did I tell you it was Crush's birthday today?" I look at her, look at Crush, who looks nervous, and I think 3 things. I've never spoken to you before. Of course you didn't tell me it's her birthday. 2, hey, it's my birthday in a few days. 3, oh my god, Crush is right there looking at me. I quickly say no, turn on my heel and leave. I only realized a couple weeks later she was probably going to invite me to a party or something. Everyone I've told this story to confirms that suspicion. Oh, so, okay. Oh my gosh, I think she liked him too. Did she like him too? Because she was all nervous about inviting him or something? I wonder how many people missed being in a relationship because they missed a hint or because they didn't act out on it. I like this girl, good start, right? We'll call her Jenny. So we were in high school and I knew that she had a thing for me. I had a thing for her too. She's pretty hot. But problem was her ex-boyfriend was my best friend. We'll call him Jimmy. So she used to date Jimmy, and I mean bro code, so no can do. So I ignore it. But guess what would happen? Jimmy ends up telling me one day that he asked my ex on a date. Not being the type of guy to pick fights, I gritted my teeth and said, "Hey, good for you, man." Well, I was kind of miserable about them. But the side effect was that me and Jenny started talking a lot more. A lot more. Like we'd give each other long, definitely more than friends hugs every time we saw each other, and all the usual high school flirtation strategies. So Jenny and I were hitting it off pretty well as more than friends, but not quite friendly friends yet. But it was a good time for me. But remember how I said I wasn't the type to pick fights? Well, that demeanor comes bundled with a package of never take initiative for anything ever. So, as you may guess, I never asked Jenny out. I never did anything besides give her a hug and have our usual conversations. So Christmas break rolls around, and that's all merry. But once school started back up, I noticed Jenny didn't talk to me. I said hi, she said hi, but no hugs, no conversation, no long meaningful eye contact. I wondered what had happened. Well, actually, I had figured it out pretty quick. It's what happened to every single girl I got even kinda involved with in high school. I pushed them away because they thought I wasn't interested in them. Like I said, I never took initiative. So Jenny is platonic status towards me now. And since I never stand up and fix problems, I let the situation fester and get worse. Until the point where we never even made eye contact anymore. Oh, this is long. Brace yourself, people. Well, that's good and all, but problem was I still carried my feelings for her. So with the only form of action I could take being passive, I decided to chance a run-in with her in the hallway. I scope out her classes and find a place to intersect our paths. I figured if I did that and she saw me, she would initiate the conversation and be flirty so I wouldn't have to do it. Sounds realistic, right? Well, this carried on for more than just one day. In fact, it carried on for 3 months. Almost every day I would pass Jenny in the hallway, pretending I didn't notice her, hoping she would say hi. I skipped some days just to not overdo it. It became so bad that sometimes I actually ended up waiting an hour and a half after school and would make up an excuse to be there when she got out of her musical rehearsal. I would follow her tweets on what she was doing and a chance meeting there. I would accidentally text her deep and thought-provoking messages that made me sound mysterious. Yes, I was basically stalking this girl and she knew it. What is going on? It just turned to like they both liked each other, to the girl not liking him, and now he's stalking her. Boy, what are you doing? How did she know it? Because one April day of some year, I was crossing paths with her during one of my chance encounters. It was one of the 2 paths that I actually had to go way out of my way to see her. Turns out Jenny had done her research and found out that I didn't need to be walking anywhere close to where I was, especially not for 3 months. Her class was on the top floor of school, the arts and crafty hallway that only had 2 active classes that year, one of which was at the very beginning of the school day, and I had no art classes, so why was I there? Wow, Jenny is a detective. Good on her. We passed each other in the crowded hallway. Just as we got to the point where we would leave each other's peripherals, I took a glance, sure that she wouldn't notice me looking at her. I noticed that her face was turning towards me. I quickly glanced forward, intent on keeping me calm and collected, and I don't care act. I heard my name. Did I hear something? Oh well, I'll just keep walking because I don't really care. Is the vibe I was trying to give off, so I keep walking. You know what I noticed this is? It's the kind of strategy where you ignore your crush hoping that they would like you because you're ignoring them. Oh my gosh. Yo, what's going on? Okay. I'm so confused though because he was trying to do that to get her to talk to him, but now that she's trying to talk to him, he's ignoring her. What's this guy trying to do, honestly? I heard my name again. I halted. Turning around, I saw Jenny glaring right at me. Her snap had attracted attention from the fellow hallway marchers. She had clenched her fists, and if the human body were capable of blowing steam out of its ears in anger, she would have done so. Oh, hi Jenny, I didn't... She interrupted me with a voice that, while not screaming, was loud and sharp enough to give off the demeaning tone she was trying to achieve. Don't you ever follow me again. Since you know my schedule so well, try avoiding me from now on. Oh. She gracefully yet firmly turned on her heel and marched onwards. Good on her. Good on her. I don't even feel bad for the guy anymore because he deserves it, honestly. I was speechless, bracing the whispers of judgment and the blanket of shame falling down upon me. I gathered my belongings and tried to walk to my next class with whatever shreds of pride I had left. I promptly failed. Never again did I see Jenny in the hallways. Oh my gosh, I kind of feel bad for Jenny, you know? Jeez. Wow, that's so passive. So passive. It's just confusing because he wanted her to notice him, but then he acts like he's not noticing her. And he wants her to talk to him, but he acts like he doesn't care and doesn't want to talk to her. What's going on? What are you trying to do? My work started using a program that began hiring ex-cons. One of the guys hired through this program started showing interest in me. I wasn't attracted to him at all and made it clear to him, repeatedly. Long story short, he got fired 3 months later, but kept coming around the store to visit his friends. I go out to my car to read during lunch like normal, and there's a creepy metal and mesh flower on my windshield. I look around the parking lot to see who could have left it and see no one. I throw it into a grassy area and forget about it. I read through my lunch hour and go inside, and no sooner than I clock in, I hear a page that I have a phone call. It's him. All he says is, "You look so pretty when you're reading." I hung up immediately and told the manager. He kept doing more things that escalated the creepiness. I ended up getting an emergency restraining order against him when I found out he added me as an emergency contact with his parole officer. I didn't even know him. That's so creepy. What I was expecting though was that he found the metal flower and put it back there, you know. That is so creepy. Why would you do that? Why? Went to a guy's house to do a project in high school. It involved the internet, and while he sat next to me, I tried to navigate to Google. Unfortunately, the address bar autofilled and took me to his last Google search. Page 2 of results for my name. Every link had been clicked. We both just sat there in silence. I never once thought this would happen to anyone. Whoa, that's weird. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time.